Today, Kevin and I are going to be trying the Frederik's by Meijer. These are cold brew, unsweetened coffees. So I have the Mackinac Island Fudge, the Butterscotch Toffee.
I have the Michigan Cherry.
These were $5.99 each at Meijer, and
they're 32 ounces though.
Yeah, yeah. You are supposed to get this one in particular. Says 2.5 servings are in the container. I did not realize, to be completely honest, that they were unsweetened when we bought them at Meijer, or I would not have bought them.
Well, the writing on them is really horrible. The coloring and stuff they used is absolutely horrible.
So when I saw them, I got very excited about the flavors of them, and I thought I have to get these, but I was thinking they were going to be like a Dunkin' Donuts,
like prepared,
or a Starbucks. Yes, the prepared. They're not. They're unsweetened. So what we have done is we have put sweetener in the glass, and we'll also use milk. These are cold. You buy them in the refrigerated section. They're cold brew, and we've had them refrigerated. So we use powdered creamer for our coffee. Powdered creamer works awesome in hot coffee.
It dissolves really nice.
You cannot use powdered creamer in cold.
It does not work.
It won't work. We did a review previously of these. If you missed it, watch it. Kevin shows you at the very, very end of that video what it's like. Yeah. It does not dissolve at all. It's chunky. It looks terrible.
I mean, I guess if you spent 10 minutes squashing it against the side and stirring and squashing inside, it would work, but you can't really.
No, it just doesn't work. So we're going to be using milk. This is the Mackinac Island Fudge, inspired by the renowned Mackinac Island Fudge. This velvety coffee highlights decadent hints of chocolate and brown sugar.
I'm amazed you can read that.
It is very, very, very difficult to read because not only is the writing this big, it's like a size of a mouse. I'm not even kidding you. But it is like a gold on black. So it's very difficult to read. 2.5 servings in the container, 12 ounces, 355 milliliters is 20 calories. So not a lot of calories.
Whoever's doing their product design is not a good company. And milk, just to be honest, doesn't really do it for us almost.
No.
But it's the closest thing we have.
Just like I would not use milk in my coffee. It's not my preference, but it's what we have because we do not use liquid creamers. So Mackinac Island Fudge. So this should be chocolate and brown sugar. Okay.
I think I'd have to add about 2 or 3 more sweetener packets. It's a strong coffee.
It smells good.
It smells good, and it tastes okay. If I were able to get, well, I put 2 sweetener packets in there. If I put another one in there, it may bump it up a little bit more. But if I had a good creamer, I think that would also help it a lot. But I get a little bit of chocolate.
I do too. I do get a little bit of chocolate. It is extremely bitter.
Yeah, it's
very, very bitter. This reminds me, there's a Jelly Belly jelly bean that has a really...
Like an espresso or something?
Yeah, it's really, really sharp. And that's what I'm left with in my mouth. So even though we added sweetener, we added milk, it's a sharpness. I cannot imagine drinking that just black.
No. I mean, this reminds me of like Starbucks coffee. It's that kind of bitterness.
Very, very, very strong. Okay, this one. This one is the Butterscotch Toffee. It says, indulge your senses in the full-bodied flavor of creamy caramel, reminiscent of rich, old-fashioned butterscotch.
Sounds good.
It does sound good. And you see, they're wanting you. Their serving size is even 12 ounces. I'm giving us maybe what, 5?
Probably 6 or so. I think these are 12-ounce glasses. So.
You think they're what?
12-ounce glasses.
Oh, okay.
They're 11 or 12.
I'm trying not to fill it up because I don't want that full bitter flavor.
It smells like caramel.
It lightly roasted coffee that is ready to drink. Try it poured over ice or with cream and sugar. So,
ice wouldn't do anything for the taste. So
no, ice is not going to change the flavor at all. It's just going to add ice.
I'm sure there are people that absolutely love this darker, bitter coffee. It's just not for me.
You definitely get caramel.
Yeah, oh yeah, it tastes like caramel, but then it's overshadowed so much by that really strong, bitter coffee that I don't enjoy it.
So even though we put sweetener packets in there, you can open that one. Even though we put sweetener packets in there, it still comes across as unsweetened.
Yeah.
And I've never really had that kind of experience using sweetener packets. Yeah. That's how strong and bitter it is.
I think, like I said, I think the creamer would help too, cut some of that bitterness.
Yes.
But the milk just doesn't do it.
No. This is the Michigan Cherry. 100% Arabica coffee with a hint of that sweet cherry flavor you know and love. This one's actually 25 calories for 12 ounces. Okay. You do, though, in that butterscotch toffee, you do get a caramel flavor, yeah. But it's just all overshadowed by such a very, very bitter coffee that it's like, nah, I still can't do it. Still would not buy it again. Okay. That's the worst, I think.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
That hurts.
It's almost chemical-like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Very, very artificial.
Yeah.
And the bitterness doesn't help any.
No. I mean, like, my mouth is offended.
If you had to drink one of these three, I'd probably get the caramel. But you'd have to find some way to sweeten it up. Or if you like that darker, bitter coffee, then you'll love these. That's what they are.
I got, I do see where they're putting the cherry in there. But to me, it tastes artificial. It tastes artificial. You said chemical.
Yeah.
To me, it was almost like an alcohol. But some of those alcohols, and especially with cherry, come across that way. This one is like an immediate no. Yeah. Immediate no. I would never get these again. I just, no. I need some sweetness in my coffee.
Well, if they'd been prepared bottles that already had the creamer and sugar in them,
we probably would really
enjoyed them.
Yeah, probably would have really enjoyed them.
They might have still been too dark, but you know.
It is a dark coffee, and it's going to take a lot to overcome that dark coffee. That is very dark, very bitter. It's not one that I would ever choose.
I think if you like Starbucks coffee, though, like regular coffee, I'm not talking about the fancy stuff from Starbucks. If you like the regular coffee.
Milkshakes.
Yeah, I'm not talking about those. If you like the regular coffee, you might really like these because they do remind me a lot of Starbucks. That's why I don't like Starbucks, is their strong, bitter coffee.
Exactly. We can't do Starbucks because it's so very, very bitter. Yeah. We do not like it at all. But if you genuinely like that coffee, then yeah, this is probably gonna...
This is geared towards you.
Yeah, it's geared towards you for sure. I'm not gonna have a picture of these at the end. They all look the same. They're just brown. But... I don't recommend you buy them unless you like Starbucks coffee.
Right. Then
you're probably going to enjoy them. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.